Alright, cool. Hi everyone. Um, Back to another weekly analysis, right? Weekly review. Obviously I burned my account last week, so just doing everything on demo. So we are initially up 2% on the account, right? I believe when I did my recording, I finished it on Tuesday. So today is Friday. And yeah, so I'll show you guys Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday the trades I was looking at, trades I could have taken. Right, so initially looking on the hourly here on Tuesday, obviously can't see this candle. So all we can do really is here we will have to zoom out on the hourly. So let's see. So do we get a sweep of here? No, we don't. However, we can see we are in a pretty yeah, bearish price action, right? So initially what I had in mind was obviously we have this being the high, right? London session high. Right, let me drag down further. There we are. So I was looking to short this, right? Now I'm gonna have to do some more research. Well, there's two things I want to backtest properly, right? I believe there's this tiny fair value gap here, right? Yeah, that one there, right? Obviously my indicator showed it formed, right? Not everyone would have seen that as a valid one, right? Have another one here, right? So obviously clean, could have taken that there. However, that's not what caught my interest, it's what I'm seeing now, right? And I mean, I'm pretty sure if we just hit replay, right, on the 2 minute, I think it's a lot cleaner. There we are, right? We have our inverse, right? We form it here on this candle, so slightly longer, slightly bigger stop loss, sorry. Right, going for a 1 to 2, obviously hits. However, it's not what I would have taken, to be quite honest with you, because on the hourly time frame we did take out effectively every single low, so I wanted to see a reversal upwards. So what I would have actually taken according to my current rules is obviously we have this inverse here, right, this fair value gap, you see here, right, entry here, stop loss there, 1 to 2, obviously doesn't get hit. So technically now I would be, oops, on 1R, right? If we now finish replay, go back to Wednesday now, right? That does my analysis for Tuesday. Wednesday, let's see. So this is 9 a.m. candle. Obviously, sweep out lows. Is there a clear trade setup here? Unfortunately, no, there isn't. Right. We'll mark this up as a high. Anything to go short off of? Again, no, not really. Right, because I finished trading up this time here, so I wouldn't even be able to trade this here. Right, I see that's formed. Wouldn't have been able to take it, I don't think. Does that? No, so we don't close. Right. Unfortunate. Right. Also, Wednesday we had FOMC in the PM session. Right. Well, meeting minutes anyway. Right. That obviously didn't cost too much. Now, going over to Thursday. To be honest with you, Thursday wasn't really much interesting either. Right. If I quickly, yeah, so do one of these. Obviously, we take that there. Take this. No, this is Friday. Jeez, okay. That's on me. Thursday. what do we have? We have this high here. Obviously it gets taken. Here. And then we have like loads of lows obviously here as well, which get taken. Right, and there really isn't much you can do either. I mean, I would have never really wanted to enter this, to be quite honest with you. It just doesn't look good at all. Right, neither does this. It isn't a clean reversal, if that makes sense. Right, so there's not really much on Thursday either. Right, Friday, obviously, today, it's just one direction really. So, for the week, I would only be up one. Bit unfortunate, but hey, I mean, it is what it is, to be honest with you. I think the only other thing I could have taken was this. Here, we inverse it here, and then going there, but it's not really something I would want to take, to be quite honest with you. I want to see it here. Now, something I spotted is, now this doesn't play out every single day, so if we ignore news for a second, right, so I will use Monday as well as an example, right, well, news I mean as in like bank holidays, etc. Mondays, which is 16th. Right, the 8 AM candle, right, marking up the high and low of that, right, obviously we tank downwards, but once AM session starts, right, what we're looking for is an inverse fair value gap, right? We've taken out this low here, we've taken out this low here, right? To me, that's a sign of potential reversal, right? What do we get? Right, fair value gap here, invest here. Now, typically, as all of you guys know, I would be going for a 1 to 2. However, what I've seen is 1 to 3 works better here, right? 1 to 3. So let's say we're using this model. So Monday, we get a 1 to 3, right? Then let's go over to Tuesday, right? Where do we have Tuesday here? Right, 8 AM. Again, we mark out the high and low of this candle. Right, the high gets taken first, right? What do we have? Obviously, we have this fair value gap here that I showed previously. Then we have this candle closing, right? 1 to 3 gets hit. And I believe even if you were to take this as a trade, I believe this hits 1 to 3 as well. Or it comes really close. Let's see, 1 to 3. Yeah, so that hits. Right, so now you've effectively passed your account in 2 days. Right, now let's go over to Wednesday. Alright, Wednesday, here we are, 8 AM candle. Now again, there is no fair value gap breaking that low, right, here initially. But we break it here. Right, we re-break it here, right? What else do? We respect this here, right? 50%. Look how that gets respected, right? Bodies are respecting that completely, right? So with that again, entry there, and then 1 to 3. So now you're up 9, right? Now let's go to Thursday, scroll over. Again, looking for the 8 AM candle, low and the high. Now we get this here it's overextended. If you remember, well, I say overextended, there's been way too much noise. If you saw all the other ones, it's pretty much instant, right? So, wouldn't take this, right? This, end up taking this, right? So this would be your one losing trade, right? 1 to 3. So then this 8. And then if we scroll over to Friday, nothing much here, to be quite honest with you. Friday, I would prefer just to see that. Right, so we take it here. Right, do we have a fair value gap? No, we don't. Right. I mean, I think, what is it, on the 5 minute, you could get an entry. Yeah, there we are. Alright, but this going to 3R is a bit much. But it could do. It honestly could do. I've got no idea. Let's see. Do we have more liquidity? So we hit the 50%. Probably not. Right, probably not. We've had that high. This high was swept. Probably not. We might rebalance to something. Maybe this order block, keep going higher. Maybe we'll use it as an inversion, possibly. But again, it's not something I would take because this whole setup happened prior. I want it to happen within this time. Right, I mean 3 minute might be able to squeeze a 3R in, potentially, on the 3 minute. Yeah, 3 minute you can get 3R on. Right, but yeah, again, I would want to see it happen, so I'm not even going to count that to here. But yeah, so, I mean, with my current model, we're looking at 1/2 of the week, and then with the 8 AM 1 hour candle model, we're looking at 8R. Right, it's something I want to backtest, this 8 AM candle. I really want to backtest it. Right, the reason I'm not taking it today was because obviously we've taken it prior to 9 AM, sorry, 9:30 starting, which is not ideal. But again, I say that now I haven't got much data on this, like, at all. I just saw this working for the last 2 weeks. It looks interesting. But yeah, we'll definitely give it a shot, see how it works. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Now as well, I did mention my trading software in the last video, I believe. So definitely I want to possibly over the weekend record a video just showcasing of the software. Show you guys what it's about, what it can do. Right, I'll actually stop recording right now and give you a quick sneak peek at it so you can kind of see it. So here's the tool. Right, this is currently what it looks like. Right, this will be free and open source. Right, I will be providing the files to this eventually. Right, I just kind of want to build an audience for it, see who likes it, see who doesn't like it. But yeah, I think that's it for my weekly analysis. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next one.